One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the East Carolina Pirates. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pirates offense will start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Pirates come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Pirates are flying down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big...
There he goes! And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, East Carolina. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Will go to work for the 1st time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes to the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
The give from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Eagles in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the catch down the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On target to the left. Touchdown, Eagles! Once he got some room, it was over. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the DB never even backpedaled. He never even thought that receiver was running deep, and that's why he was able to put his foot in the ground. And he smothered that curl route, knocking it away.
Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period, first down here. This is a designed run. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Eagles want to crank the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires on the move. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Toss sweep to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Finds his man. It's Russ. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Russ. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll go with a direct snap. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Blasted as he lets it go.
Great job by the defense dialing on some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. Good, solid tackle. The Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up. Finds his tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. And the Pirates come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Bringing the heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. He just kind of finished the play. That should have been a pick.
To the air, it's Tootin. And the defense, got him at the 27. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kick is in the air. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent.
And down he goes back at the 3.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. To throw, it's Tootin. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And it's a pick in the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Well, that was absolutely incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen a play before where a defender gets a pick six and he doesn't actually even have to advance the football. They were so backed up. The quarterback was so far deep in his own end zone when he threw it. He never saw the defender. He picked it off, and touchdown defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here and throw in the towel. Stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down at your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for space, it's Russ. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Gives it on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes his man miss. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Pirates come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Snap it to the back. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, East Carolina.
And the Pirates have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Here we go, set. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Give to the running back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
Breaks into the open. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The Eagles want to pick up the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Tootin. Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got his man quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down. Here's a hit. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field.
And And it's his 4th interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Looking to throw, it's Tootin. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And the returner goes down. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, East Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. He'll do it himself. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Tootin. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Tosses it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's got it on the move. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, the ground game. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Tootin. Working that left side now. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like, when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This was a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.